Hello everyone, this is John Ward with the Appalachian channel and welcome to another episode of the Appalachian Kitchen. This time I'm cooking, we don't have a special guest. I'm going to be grilling. When it comes to outdoor cooking, I have done that my whole entire life and that's what I know the most about. When it comes to outside, I love cooking and I love cooking on a gas grill, and we have a new product that was sent to us to do a review on. This is the Electactic 3-burner grill with the side burner. It's got 34,000 BTUs of capacity. It's got 10,000 BTU on the side burner, and it also has 8,000 BTU each on the 3 different burners here. And then you also have a griddle in the middle so that you can do griddle. You've got the warming rack up here. You also have a thermostat up here, thermometer tells you what your temperature is. We have just fired it up and I did put it together. It does take a little assembly. It says on the instructions about 15 minutes with 2 people. I did it in about 50 minutes by myself. Took longer to unpack it than it did anything else, and because they pack it very well. Takes a Phillips screwdriver to put it together, that's it. It was kind of fun. I liked it. It reminded me of the days when I was a kid. And it has a tough stainless steel design. And that is food safe, easy to clean, easy to keep up. Comes with a pop bottle opener, and I'm going to open up a pop bottle here in a few minutes with it. And it also has storage containers down here. We can put some extra things down here if you want to. And this is where your propane goes. The doors close back pretty easy. And then on the sides, it does have hooks for your utensils, and I don't have any on here yet, but we do have those on both sides. Then you have a work prep area right here that's always handy. Then this right here in the back is really neat because you can do 2 things. You can pull out your grease tray and dump that, and not only do you have your grease tray, you have a whole pan. Everything that drops down, you can take that out and clean it. Absolutely amazing. And today we're going to be making one of my favorites, which is garden Swiss chicken, and you can do it many different ways. And we're going to cook the very first meal on this Electactic 3-burner grill right now. You ready, guys? We're going to throw some chicken on here and get it going. Let's slide it back up. I'll show you how easy it is to light because it is auto light. You just push the button, turn your grill on. There it goes. The next one will automatically catch most of the time, and the third one we might have to hit it. There it goes. It's lit. We're going to let it warm up, burn off a little bit. And then we're also going to go over here to the side burner. So we're going to turn that on a minute and we're going to hit the button. And there we go. All right, guys, there's so many features on here. It's going to take a few minutes to show you everything. We'll talk about a few more things as we start cooking. But let me show you something down here that I really like. Look at these casters. You got 4 heavy-duty casters that you can lock. You got 2 that's lockable. So, and then look right here. Got you a pop bottle opener and orange crush. All right, guys, we're at 400 degrees. I'm gonna cut this back a little bit. I'm not gonna cook that chicken quite that hot. So actually think I do have it on low there. And I'm gonna take another drink of this orange crush and I'm gonna go over the food with it and we're gonna put it on and get ready to cook it up. All right, guys, when it comes to grilling, you can do it however you like it, and everybody likes it their way. And that's the good thing about having a gas grill. It heats up so quick. I do have a charcoal grill back here, a fire pit, and I do have a charcoal grill up front, but it takes so long to get that charcoal going, so much time to heat up and then clean up. With gas grill, with this 3-burner, I can cook it on, and within minutes I can be cooking. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do what I call garden Swiss chicken. It's one of my favorite things, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm using. Now, I like sweet peppers, and I like the different colors. They basically taste the same to me, pretty close. And but I already got some sweet peppers cut up here, and I got some onions cut up here. And I'm gonna grill these separate, and I'm gonna go ahead and start these at the same time as I do the chicken. I have mushrooms too to go with it, and I'll grill them separate because I find that I like a little bit different texture on both of them. I don't like for the sweet peppers to be soggy. All right, the chicken I got It's what they call the thin sliced breast. It's not the full whole breast. You can use the full whole breast and that's fine. I've just decided to go with this because this cooks so much quicker. Now you're not going to want to put this on there the same amount of time as you do a full breast because this is going to cook very quick. And these are very good for different things. We can make fajita strips out of them. But you see how these are thinner strips? We're going to cook them. I'm going to make sure we get them at 160 degrees a minimum for me. It's a little hard on these, but we can pretty much tell that these are going to be done because they're so thin. And then we have some mixed vegetables over here that we're going to put on the side burner and get them going. And I'm going to use a little bit of just regular vegetable oil for the different items here, the vegetables, and maybe just a little bit for the chicken. And we're ready to put it on. We're at 400 degrees over here, which is really a little bit high, and it is down as low as I need it. So what I can do is I can turn off a couple of burners for just a second to get this temperature down. And what I'm going to do is, in order to keep the vegetables on here, I am going to use some aluminum foil. All right, guys, I just got a couple of pieces here. Sometimes I'll take and fold the ends up on them, make a little bit of a tray out of them to keep the oil. You can use oil, you can use butter, canola oil. You can even use spray butter on this, but basically I try to start out and get them cooked on the aluminum foil, then I will directly put them on the grill. So we're going to start out with a little bit of oil, not a whole lot at first. I do have a hole, unfortunately, in this aluminum foil, so that's not a good thing. So this is basically to help us keep the vegetables from sticking, and we're going to put just a little bit on the grill, the griddle. And that's what's neat about this, you do have a griddle. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on one of the chicken fillets right here and get them going. And as you can see, it is extremely hot. And these will cook extremely fast. So what we'll do is we'll get these cooked and lay them up here on the top. And I'm going to turn that one, actually going to turn that griddle off. We're going to put the vegetables over on the side and we're going to get it started. We're going to turn it on and hit our automatic button to start it, and there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and dump these mushrooms probably in here. All right, so I'm gonna put some of these mixed vegetables on here. And I'm not gonna put a lot of onions, but I'll put a few. We're not gonna use all these mixed vegetables. I'm just making enough for me and Dustin, but let me see if we can get a few more of the yellow ones in there. I like this really just for color. So our chicken's coming along just great. Like I said, these are thin. These will cook very fast. And now we're gonna turn back the heat on. It's so easy to light. This is a quality grill for the money that you pay for it. Absolutely. This grill sells probably for under $300, and you'll make hundreds and hundreds of delicious meals on it. I'm going to add a little bit more oil over here, and don't want to put too much oil, but like I said, that's up to you. How much oil do you like on your vegetables? And I can see now this griddle cooked so fast that I should have probably put the vegetables on first, but we're going to go ahead and it is turned off right now. We got two more chicken breast to put on here. Let me get this laid out here, and there we go. Now what I'm going to do is, so these vegetables will get a little bit of heat on them, we're going to shut the grill, and we're going to stir this a little bit. Mix that up there a little bit. We got some pepper on there and a little bit of butter. And I'm going to turn these two, and these two will have to have a little bit more grill, and they're not done, but I wanted to kind of divide this out a little bit. And these are starting to sizzle now. Get some sizzle on these green peppers and onions, and I'm definitely telling those onions in there because my eyes are starting to water just a little bit. All right, we're going to shut it for just a minute, and we're going to let this get back up to at least 350 degrees here. Okay guys, how crispy you want your vegetables is a preferred to each person. Everybody likes them a little different. I definitely don't like them real mushy, but I don't like them completely uncooked. All right, so we've got 2 of these breasts down here that are about done, and then these didn't completely cook a minute ago, so we're going to put them on there, and we're going to make sure we get these done good. And we're going to spread these vegetables out a little bit. You can see the texture of the mushrooms changing, and then we're going to put some cheese on here in a minute. And the way you mix it together will be up to you. Some people will put the vegetables on top of the cheese, and that's what I'll probably do, and the mushrooms. And we're going to plate that on this plate here. So this is the plate I originally brought the chicken out on, but I went and washed it because you do not want to put cooked chicken back in a plate that you had raw chicken in. Pork and chicken, it's very important that you get it cooked very thoroughly. It's better to overcook it than undercook it. So I went and washed this with Dawn dishwasher liquid and hot water. So this will definitely be able to put it back in here. But pork and chicken, I don't put it back in the same pan. Beef, steaks, sometimes you can. You don't seem to have the same problems. All right guys, I do have a knife. I always like to check the chicken. I usually take the biggest piece and cut it, and no pink, but we're still going to give it a few more minutes to make sure that we got her cooked completely. So I'm going to actually put this big piece back here to the back. And so the reason I've got these vegetables and the mushrooms separate, because I like the mushrooms to cook a little bit more than the peppers. And you also can put the mushrooms in first, let them cook, then put the pepper. So I'm gonna put this up here on the warming tray. I like them about like that right there. You might like them a little bit softer, but that's about where I like them at. And we're going to stir up the mixed vegetables here. And I got some peas and potatoes over here and carrots, a little bit different vegetables. And I think they're about done. Actually going to turn that off. And those are nice and warm. Now, we've got the chicken about where we want it. We're going to put 1 slice of cheese on each piece. Well, actually, we might hold 2 pieces for tomorrow. We might just choose 2 of them. So at this point, I put 1 layer of cheese down. Now you also can add bacon. That's actually really good with bacon if you like bacon. We didn't do the bacon tonight. We thought about it, but I said no, we got enough going on. Let's just go with this. So you can see this is starting to melt a little bit, and I'm going to shut this and let the overall heat and steam build up just a little bit. I don't want to completely melt that cheese, but I want to get it melted just a little bit, because when I lay my vegetables on it, when it's melted a little bit, they'll stick. So now I'm going to decorate. I'm going to put a layer of vegetables there. At that point now, my mushrooms are about where I want them. I'm actually going to turn them off over here completely. And we're going to put a few mushrooms on here. And they're not being cooperative as far as grabbing them. These are baby Bella mushrooms. Many different types of mushrooms, different parts of the country. You're going to have different mushrooms and different flavors. Now, that looks pretty good right there. All right, we're going to put 1 more layer of cheese on that. And we're going to double cheese it. And then we're going to put this down, and we're going to let it set for about 30 seconds. All right, I went and got me a spatula. I think I'll turn that up just a little bit more. These 2 are done. I'm going to lay these up here. This will be lunch for tomorrow. I'll put all this in here. I'll wrap that up, and these extra mushrooms. So we're getting there with this, guys. We're going to let it melt just a little bit more, and while that's melting, we're going to go ahead and get the vegetables out. We're going to plate some vegetables here on the side. Alrighty, now this is off already. Now let's go back in here and get my lid back up. And I love these little cheap tongs. I use them for so many things. And then you could add a little bit more on there if you wanted to. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put me this is for tomorrow, some in there, mushrooms, and what left is cooked. I've got plenty left over, but this will be able to put this in the microwave or the oven and heat that up tomorrow, and then that will be tomorrow's meal. Now we're ready to start removing some of this right here. I'm gonna put both pieces of chicken on here, and look at that, guys. I don't know about you, but that's a fat man's delight right there. Vegetables, grilled chicken. And I know there's going to be some people say, John, you used way too much vegetable oil, but hey, I like it. Make it the way you like it if you don't want so much vegetable oil. This grill has performed excellent. Love it. I recommend it. There's a affiliate link in the description below and in the top comment on YouTube there that you can get the information. Click on that link. It'll take you directly to the Amazon link for this, and we'll make a small affiliate commission. That helps the channel. You pay no more for that, and we'll see if we can't get them give us a little bit of a discount code, maybe possibly, to go in there to give you a little bit more discount. So guys, thanks for watching this episode of the Appalachian Kitchen, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make you some grilled chicken and enjoy. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.